Happy Friday and welcome back to This Week in GTA. This is a new type of video I'm going to be trialing out every Friday, telling you the best ways to make money, telling you roughly how much that's going to make you per hour each week, as well as giving you a quick review of the vehicles and properties that are discounted this week and giving my thoughts on what's worth buying. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see me continue this series, let me know in the comments below, leave a thumbs up, sub, all that good stuff. Let's get into it, and let's start off with the podium vehicle this week. It's the NS Stafford. Now, in terms of races and whatnot, this is not a car you're going to want to pick up. But in terms of customization, I personally think this car is absolutely beautiful. If you agree, then sure, try and win it as, I guess, a collector's item for your garage. But outside of that, it's not really going to have that much use. Moving down to the prize round, we have the go-kart, the Dinka Vito Classic. Look, nothing too special about this one. It's a go-kart, one of two that are in the game. It's a meme vehicle. I guess we've got the go-kart races as well. Definitely not a must-own vehicle though. Moving into the discounts, we've got the Visa Neo. And again, just like the other two vehicles, not one you're going to want to buy for racing. It doesn't really come near the top in terms of top speed or track times. It is a sports car, and I would say it's upper mid in terms of speeds. So unless you really like the look of it, even though the price isn't too bad, this is definitely one you can miss, not a must-own at all. The Visa Neo is a sports car, and moving into the next one that's a supercar, we got the Progen GP1. This is the only supercar on discount this week. And again, same sentiment as the Neo. It's not going to win you any races, really. This vehicle is over 6 years old, so of course we've got a lot more faster vehicles since this one came out. However, if you do like the look of it and the customization for it, as you can see on the screen here, maybe go and buy it. It's not a bad looking car, and it is under $1 million this week, which is nice. Two more discounts. The next one is the NS Winter Drop. Again, not really going to repeat myself here. None of these vehicles discounted this week are going to win you any races. That's not why you would buy these ones. The NS Winter Drop is definitely one of the most luxurious cars in the game though. So if you like Rolls Royces, of course, this is a car you're going to want to add to your collection. If not, then you can give it a miss. Final vehicle we're going to go over is the Gauntlet Hellfire here. I know a lot of you guys are going to like the look of these. Muscle cars are really popular in GTA Online. This one's placing around 20th, in the 20s in terms of racing for muscle cars. But in terms of a cool looking car to drive around, the customization on this one, in my opinion, is really nice. So if you're a muscle car guy, I would say this is definitely a car you should have in your collection. For your property discount this week, it's just the one. It's the Biker Clubhouses. These are 40% off. If you don't have one, definitely buy one this week. If you already do have one though, make sure you upgrade to buy one that's in the city. This is the best time to change locations, seeing as, well, they're discounted obviously. And personally, I prefer having my clubhouse in the city. When you buy it at a new location as well, you're going to be able to trade in your old clubhouse so you can make some of that money back. In terms of making money this week, the Biker Clubhouse is actually one of the best as well. That's because the clubhouse contracts are double money in RP. So let's switch over to this week's money guide. This is well and truly a biker week, an MC Club week. I'll leave a link in the description below to the Motorcycle Club profit guide that I've written up for this week. All of your MC businesses are paying you double money, but not only that, they're also producing product twice as fast. So what that actually means for you is these are paying you 4 times as much money per hour. What's so crazy about this though is supplies are still going to cost you $75,000, right? Let's use the Coke lockup as an example here. When you buy supplies with the Coke lockup, that's $75,000, and that's going to make you $201,600 on a normal week, right, for one full bar of supplies. That means, out of the profit, considering you bought supplies, you're going to make $126,600 for a full supply. It takes 2 hours normally for your Coke lockup to go through that full bar of supplies, so that's $63,300 per hour profit if you buy supplies. This week though, because it's double money, instead of making the $201,000, you're going to be making $403,200. Take away the $75,000 for supplies, that's $328,200 profit. And because it only takes 1 hour this week to go through that full bar of supplies instead of 2, that means your hourly profit for your Coke lockup is actually $328,200. instead of the $63,000 it is normally. So if you're buying supplies, it is better than a 4-time increase. It's about 5 times payout this week. MC businesses have been quintupled. Again, I'll leave a link in the description to the full breakdown of every single MC business, but this is the main thing you should be doing this week. If you can fill up all of your MC businesses this week, your Coke Lockup is going to have over $1 million, your lab is going to have over $850,000, the Cash Factory over $700,000, the farm over $600,000, and the Doc Forgery over $300,000. That is a lot of money. On top of that, your Acid Lab, which was already amazing, is also paying 50% more this week. Now, of course, while you're waiting for your businesses to use those supplies, definitely keep running your Cayo Perico every cooldown. I know the cooldown is crazy now, it's almost 3 hours, but we still should be running Cayo Perico. That's gonna be the best way to make money. And then in the background, while that's on cooldown, make sure you're stocking and selling these MC businesses. In that extra downtime though, while you're waiting for your Cayo Perico cooldown and you're waiting for your MC businesses to fill up, what you should be doing this week is a payphone hit with Franklin. That's on a 20-minute cooldown. And in between your payphone hits, I actually want you to do MC Clubhouse contracts. Which one in particular? Life and Death Bikes. This is the best one by far. Now, if you're unaware of how this contract works, head into your office in your MC Clubhouse and have a look and see if it's there. If Life and Death Bikes is not there, I want you to set your spawn location to your MC Clubhouse and find a new lobby. That's going to refresh these 3 Clubhouse contracts. So just keep doing that over and over again until you find Life and Death Bikes. If that pops up, click it and get started. It's very easy. I'll show you what to do. First, it's going to tell you to go to a location in the city. Fly over there with your Oppressor Mark II. Take out the guys inside. You're going to have to press one of 3 buttons. Just try them all. One of them will work and that will open the elevator to the garage. Once you're in the garage, take out the 3 guards there and steal the Death Bike. You're then going to have to take that Death Bike and take out a group of enemies. Right here, rocket launchers, grenades, all of that, those are your best friends. Should be very easy to clear this group of enemies. After that, Malk is going to give you the option to return the Death Bike to your MC Clubhouse. You're going to want to do that. That's going to give you more money. Once you drive that bike back to the clubhouse, that's going to give you $74,000 this week because it's double money. When I got the best possible spawn locations, this contract only took me 3 minutes. So 75 grand for 3 minutes is awesome. When I got the worst possible spawns, it only took me 8 minutes. So really, this is only going to take you 3 to 8 minutes. After that, just set your spawn location to the clubhouse again, continue to find new lobbies until Life and Death Bikes pops up on the screen there again, and continue running that one over and over again. You should be able to get either 2 or 3 of those in before your cooldown on your payphone hit from Franklin is done. That's going to be the best way for you to make money in free roam this week. So combine that with the Cayo Perico heist, which will make you about $1.5 million in 1 hour. If you can also sell all of your MC businesses when they're full on stock, that's going to get you about $3.5 million this week for all of those being full, which is nuts. Then you also sell your Acid Lab, which is paying you 50% more this week. That's going to give you another $500,000 for selling that. You've made $4 million just from business sales. $1.5 million from a Cayo Perico heist. We're up to $5.5 million so far. Plus, if you sprinkle in, let's just say, most players should absolutely be able to do 2 payphone hits and 4 Life and Death Bike contracts this week. That's also going to give you about $470,000 per hour that you choose to do those. I can quite comfortably seeing most players being able to make upwards of $6 million in just 4 or 5 hours this week, and I think that's being generous, to be honest. It is absolutely possible to make close to $1.5 million an hour with these bonuses. It's absolutely insane. One of the best money-making weeks we've had maybe in years. This is a top 5 money-making week in the past few years, absolutely. So there you go. Take advantage of it. That's your weekly guide. To sum it up, Cayo Perico, rotate between payphone hits and Life and Death Bike contracts, while also stocking up your MC business and Acid Labs along the way. Absolutely insanely easy money this week, and it's nice to sprinkle in the clubhouse contracts as well because we don't really get to do those much. They don't normally pay great money, but this gives us an excuse to do them. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, man. This is actually a fun video to make. I would be keen to do this each week. Depends how it performs. We'll see how many of you guys actually want to watch it. Hope you stand safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!
money. Paper. I've been on my grind since I was in the 7th grade.